Yes, hi there, and these comments, I'm just using your initials for privacy purposes, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-Step System to pass the TOEFL IBT, your online TOEFL course. And you're also one of my students in the English language program at California State University, San Bernardino, and you completed an integrated speaking practice test. I think it's number 16, am I right?
In this lecture, the speaker...
Okay, so here we go. Let's listen to it.
In this lecture, the speakers talk about how the glaciers are formed. The glaciers are shaped by a number of processes. First, when enough...
I want to say shaped by a number of processes. So process is singular. If you want to make it plural, you have to put es and add an additional syllable. So again, singular is process, and the plural form is processes.
No, accumulated in one area year-round. It's turned into ice, and each year new layers accumulated in one year. The glaciers are shaped by a number of processes. First, when enough snow accumulated in one year-round, it's turned...
So you want to say accumulates there. In that case, you do not need to add an additional syllable at the end. So this is I think this is mostly a pronunciation problem. So you're having some problems with what's called syllable division and grammatical word endings, and specifically, when you put S on the end of a word, you're not sure exactly when you need to use an additional syllable or not. So go to the pronunciation area of my course. Please review the lessons on syllable division and grammatical word endings. That way, you can develop a little bit better control over your speaking in this regard.
Into ice, and each year new layers of snow formed and compresses the previous layer. Second,
when you say the word forms and compresses, so you want to put the S there, pronounce it more as a Z.
Compression forces the snow to recrystallize, which forms grace.
It causes the snow to, I'm going to say, recrystallize.
Recrystallize, which...
You want to say it causes the snow to recrystallize and turn into a different form of something.
Grains. These grains are similar in size and shape.
Say these grains.
And cheap to grains of sugar.
Okay.
Third, the snow slowly increases in density through accumulation of layers with a small number of air pockets. Fourth, after about 2...
So you're having a little bit of trouble explaining that. You're trying to say that as the snow becomes more dense and more compact, and as the ice crystals or the air pockets inside become fewer and fewer, the snow gradually changes, or the ice changes, into a process called firn, which is the intermediate state between snow and glacial ice.
So the snow transforms into firn.
Yes.
And intermediate stay between snow and glacial
That's
ice.
Right.
The snow at this point become half of dense of water.
So the snow at this point becomes half as dense as water.
Finally, the ice crystal layers become so compressed that almost...
They become so compressed.
No air pockets can come between them.
Mm-hmm.
The glacier...
And that, of course, makes it more and more dense and heavier and heavier and heavier.
Take over 100 years to be formed.
Takes over 100 years. Put S there.
After that, the weight of this glacier becomes so heavy that it began to move down.
It begins. Put S there.
Downhill to the force of gravity.
Due to the force of gravity. Okay. All right. So in this one, let's take a look. So you had some problems, I think, with delivery and also language use. So let me take a look at the rubrics here. So in this one, I'm going to put you in the 2 range. I'm going to put you at about 2.16 out of 4. Delivery is probably your biggest problem. You're having a lot of problems with your pronunciation, specifically as it relates to syllable division and grammatical word endings. So you can definitely learn more about that by going to the pronunciation area of my course. And if we do that right now, I'll give you some recommendations. Okay, go to my course at stealth.bettertoeflscores.com. You might want to pause the video. Okay, you want to take a look at lessons 26 through 28, which focus on syllable division and grammatical word endings. This is a major problem in your speaking right now. This is an emergency. If you do nothing, your speaking will continue to suffer in this area. If you review these videos and practice these exercises, you can make a change. Now, in addition to that, I also recommend that you study my pronunciation lessons 36 through 40, all of which focus on intonation. So you also need to work a little bit more on that, and you can even work on thought groups and blending, lessons 41 through 44. All right, so again, your score here is 2.16 out of 7. That puts you at 17 points out of 30 on this particular practice test. Now, for the purposes of our class, 2.16 is going to put you at 75% on this assignment. All righty, anyway, thank you very much for completing this. I know that it's been challenging for you this quarter. You've had some obstacles along the way, but I think you've made some improvements. The main thing is keep speaking a lot of English, and you will continue to make improvements with your speaking. All right, thank you.